Hi, I'm going to be talking today to give you an updates video on where I've been for the past, I think it's been 3 months since I've been on YouTube for a video. I've been on YouTube watching videos, obviously. Yeah, 3 months since I posted a video. And, sorry, my cat. 3 months since I posted a video, and come on, go there. Since I posted a video, and you probably are wondering where have I been? Well, to start, school got hectic, meaning that I had to study for Keystones, if you know what Pennsylvania's like. And then I got sick a week before the Keystone, so I was sick. Hold on. This all happened in May. So here's the thing. 3 months ago, everything was fine with me. I posted a video about religion and stuff like that. Then May hit. On the 9th of May, I got sick. But the 6th of May, I got news, or mainly on the 4th of May, I got news that my mom, I knew she was sick. I knew she was sick. Like, I knew she had ALS. I knew she was sick from a flu. I wasn't going to the hospital because it's just a flu. To her, she could easily fight that even with ALS. But on the 4th of May, she was telling her family that she thinks she's died. And I was just done seeing what I believe was my therapist. But that Monday on the 2nd, I went to see my psychiatrist to switch my meds. I will give you an update on my depression and anxiety in another video. This is just what's been going on for me. If you don't know, and if you're new to this channel, my mom had ALS, which she had since I was in 5th grade, so 6 years. I was 10 when I was in 5th grade. So 6 years she had ALS. Beat the odds, because, hey, when she got it, they gave her a minimum of 3, because at the time my mom got sick, it was 3 to 5 years. And they thought it wasn't going to last 3 years. Well, year 6 came along. She defined the doctors. Well, more shall say year 4 came along, and that's when she defined the doctors. Like, yeah, I'm a strong person. So, then I didn't get the news. I got the news on that Wednesday from my father, because no one talked to me, but he talked to my mother to make sure that's what was happening. He was talking to me. My uncle came over to talk to him about moving. Then my sister came over, and I had to do homework, so I went back into this room, as you see, to do homework. And I was doing homework, and then I went to bed. So, I'm not much of a person who is, like, I have to go to bed. I'm going to school. Well, Thursday was perfectly fine. Come Friday, I believe it was. This is the 6th of May now. I woke up throwing up and everything. Well, obviously the 5th of Thursday, which was the 5th. My boyfriend came over to my house with me to spend a few hours with me. And my mom came out, which has been a while since I've seen him. No. Yeah, it was the 5th. Yeah, I'm sorry. Anyways, my mom got I was throwing up the next day, which was a Friday, which was the 6th, and I was at home because I threw up 3 times in the morning in less than 2 hours, I would say. Because I threw up right before I left, which was 6:35. I left at 6:40. Then I got to school around 7:20, went into my classroom, put my stuff down, waited around 7:30, I threw up again. Then around 8 something, probably 8:15, I went back to into the bathroom at my school and threw up again. Now, the thing is, I was like, I'm not throwing up solids, I'm throwing up liquids. Well, anyways, the weekend comes. I'm with my dad that weekend. The weekend comes. I feel so much better. On the 9th, which was a Monday, I went to school, felt perfectly fine. Then evening hits, and I'm lightheaded. It's hard for me to walk. I feel really sick. I know I can't probably eat anything solid. My sister made me chicken noodle soup. I took a shower, and then she made me the soup, obviously. She gave me NyQuil, and we watched Law & Order Special Victims Unit. The next day, I was so sick. Like, to feed the cats, my mom, she had 4. We had Ivan, the only male, Delilah, Apple, and Molly. Molly's the eldest, then it's Apple, then it's Ivan, then it's Delilah. But I was so sick. I was basically, when I went to go feed them, I could barely stand up. I crawled to the kitchen to feed them, and I had to help myself get standing up and say, "Hey, Mom, is it okay if I stay at home?" So I remember my teacher saying, "I'm not gonna be at school. I'm sick. I'm sorry." Then comes Tuesday. Or, no, that's Tuesday. Then comes Wednesday. I'm still pretty sick, so I don't go to school, obviously. Thursday comes, not so really. And then Friday comes, no, I think it was Thursday. Yeah. No. Sorry. Molly wants to come to the computer. Thursday comes, I go see a doctor. They test me for strep, doesn't come back. My mom doesn't go to the hospital because, you know, they could probably help me. Again, they test me for strep and other things. And, again, couldn't help me. So my mom Facebook messaged me telling me to go over every night to visit her. So I do. Well, the 16th of May comes, and I'm still feeling, but I can eat solids, I can walk, I'm not as lightheaded anymore. I'm just somewhat sore. Well, mainly my throat is. But I go back to school. I get everything I needed that I've missed, which luckily I didn't miss much. I did have a class called Understanding Young Children. That day was my final I had to do, which was read a book and do a smaller activity. I was signed up first, but since I wasn't at school for a week, for a week and stuff like that, I had to go second, but I had to cut out my birds and other things and find my book. So I read my book called Beautiful Blackbird, which is a lovely book. I get picked up by my granny. My boyfriend walks me over twice. I get picked up. My granny takes my boyfriend home. I was craving a milkshake, so we got me a chocolate. Was it chocolate or vanilla? It's either chocolate or vanilla milkshake from McDonald's. And we're talking about, things going on. I get home. I was set to watch a movie because I didn't have any homework, which is rare for me to not have any homework for B days, because on B days we have major amount of homework because I have bio on that day and he mainly gives us homework. I had health which obviously I get homework for that. And I had English. I love English. English homework is easy for me. But actually for English, for bio, we're preparing for the keystones. So that's all we're doing, just like this packet for the keystones, which came up there next, which was going to be, wait, no, it's that week. It's Keystone Week. Don't worry, I'm on Keystone Week now. So, you know, my classes are cut short, because I have 2-hour delay for my keystones, to predict the keystones. Anyways, I obviously am at school with my friends and my boyfriend. If you don't know, no, Molly. Anyways, if you don't know, Pennsylvania's school district is that we tend to not do stuff correctly. Well, we do, but it's like, we have keystones which we have to take a standardized test, but my grade, my year, we can still graduate without passing them. That's what the bill says, and hopefully the bill will stay that way. But even the teachers don't know why we need to take the keystones, and when the teacher doesn't know why we have to take a standardized test, then you wonder why we have them. Anyways, my mom's still sick. My uncles are up here. My godmother Kara's here. And they're with my mom. Kara is staying over at my mom's place and everything. My sister's getting little sleep, and same with me because my mom's sick and everything like that. Anyways, obviously, like I'm saying, all we were doing is because our bio keystone wasn't until the 20th and the 23rd. So the 20th of May was a Friday, the 23rd of May was a Monday. So we had a huge gap between our keystones for bio. Now, if you don't understand what's wrong with that, let me tell you. Having a 2-day gap in between tests can be a good thing and a bad thing. A good thing is you get more time to study for the other two portions. The other half of the keystone. The bad thing is though, is that you're not getting a break. You're stressed out about this. Oh, and since SCASD, since they're high, well, mainly SCASD, so she's just saying, has A day and B day to accommodate, instead of having 2 full days of, if you miss the keystones, you have to do this for these 2 full days. No. You have 3 days. But anyways, back to the Keystone Week on the 16th. I was in my bio room, not doing much because, like, I'm really actually just thinking my mom might know what's happening. So I didn't do much work in bio. Then I didn't do much. All I did in health was a pamphlet. And then I go to English. Now, all my teachers know my mom is sick. She has been sick since the beginning of the month. So, you know, my aunt was keeping them updated. My aunt was on leave because my aunt's a teacher for the school. But then, I was talking to my health teacher and other things. And she was like, I bet you it's hard for being here. I bet you want to be at home. Because I do. I want to be at home watching my mom, taking care of my mom. Because I'm protective of my mother, if you don't know. But I had to go to school. And in English, we were doing this essay. And to get me caught up, Miss S took me down to the canteen office. She was my student teacher of the year. She was just awesome. I loved her. She was very nice. I loved every student teacher I've had. I just adored them. They were so nice and so sweet. But then I go to my last class of the day, and that is my understanding on children class. They're just so sweet. I cannot ever have a sad face in that class. Because they're like little kids from 3 to 5. So I was like, oh, they're so cute. So I went to that class, and I got hugs from the little kids that like me. And they're just so darn cute. And I read the book, so I'm already done and over with this. And then, obviously I told you my granny picked me up with my boyfriend, dropped my boyfriend off, we went to McDonald's. I was set to watch this movie. I already watched it since then, but I had to stop it. Anyways, this is the call I had with my dad. I called him, paused the movie, he called me, I paused the movie, I answered, I said, hello? He told me, somebody's going to pick you up. I'm confused as why somebody's picking me up. And he says, I think you know why. And when he said that, I instantly knew my mom had passed. And I said, no. Like, I didn't want to believe it. And he said, I'm sorry. And that's when it actually hit me that my mom passed. So, obviously, I was waiting. 5 minutes after my dad called me, it finally fully hit me that my mom has passed away. And it was very hard for me. My family is pretty heartbroken about it. I told my boyfriend his right I was not mentally strong enough about this, and I'm crying my eyes out because I am. I just lost my mother. I'm 16. I lost my mother, and it's not something you at a young age want to deal with. So my granny picks me up again. This is now for something. We go to pick up my boyfriend because he's shouting at his mom like saying, we need to go because I lost my mother sadly and he wants to be there with me. So I go there. I was told by my aunt that she went peacefully. We each person got their own letter from my mom, and I know I don't have to read it, but I want to. It was stated that when she passes away, each person will get their letter. And this is mine. If you don't know my real name's not Fang. It is Carissa. So it says, Carissa, this is the hardest letter I have ever written. You, most of all, have had your life impacted by this disease. Half your memories will be of me sick. I hate that in the fact that a rose became a burst when you were so young. I should have been taking care of you. I don't care how to take care of my mom. I loved it. Every single minute of it. I would not change it for the world. You're my baby, and this disease took that from me. It's mostly why I cry. Cry in Dad's arms until you can't cry anymore. Dad knows how to help, but mainly time will heal. When you're ready, start school again. I actually thought I could go right back into school the next day, boy was I wrong. I cried. Like, I had a meltdown in gym. Went to my counselor. She was doing this meeting, but the other 10th grade counselor called her and says, Carissa's here. Can you come over? And even the nurse was like saying, once Dr. Counselor, if you still want to go home, come over and I will write you a pass. But don't do that. If someone in your family passed away, take time off. Your school will understand. You lost somebody in your family. Don't think you can jump right back in. No. Your school, your work, all that will understand. You need time off. You always said your mother was the moon. And since we are all made of the same elephants, I guess I am. So when you need me, find the moon. I said goodbye to everyone, but not you, because you're too young. I'm making an afterlife to watch you grow up until you finish college. So picture me with death and the grim squeak of, God, did she love Harry Potter? And I mean, loved him. Remember me when I did your hair, not how ALS made me, and don't focus on it. I never would ever focus on that. In the end, it was a genetic mutation blip that killed me, and I prefer you to enjoy life, my darling moon daughter. Another thing that you most likely would not have known about my mother is that my sister was my mom's son child, and I was my mom's moon child. To call me her moon daughter. But I'm going to read you her obituary now. Nicola or Nikki Carol Morris. Nikki Morris passed away on May 16, 2016 at the age of 42 of complications from ALS in State College. She survived by 2 daughters, Alita Lenker, my older sister, 25, and Carissa Lenker, 16. I am 16 years old, of State College. Also parents of Bing and Phil Morris, 2 younger siblings, Karen and Tony Morris. Best friends of 36 years, Kara Shapiro, my godmother, and co-parent David Lenker, my father. Born in Marietta, Georgia, she called State College home since she was 4. Nikki spent 6th grade in her parents' native England. My parents are from England. Nikki was proud alumni of State College AP/Delta and enjoyed a career as programmer/analyst at AccuWeather and at PSU. She loved traveling with her daughters as well as hiking, opera, amateur acting, swimming, and learning many subjects in classes at PSU. Nikki was optimistic, independent-minded, and had an often non-sympathetic sense of humor, but she saw the good in people, lived adventurously, and enjoyed being a mother. The family is grateful for the helps of friends and caregivers. The organizations my mom supported was Rails to Trails, Controversy, the Clara Fund, Free the Girls, and of course ALS Association. So that was published the 17th. I love her. She was the best thing I have ever had in my life. And the next day was a viewing. The 18th was a viewing. I went to school to get my mind off of it, but I had to leave early. So did my boyfriend, because he was going to the viewing with me. My godfather came to the viewing, which was just made me so happy. I barely saw him, but when I saw him at the viewing, I knew that would have made my mom happy. And I mean, she had specific things she wanted to be buried in with. The sky was a drawing my sister did. It was Skywise. Her Freddy Krueger toss. Her flask. And two of the drawings I did for her. And if you don't know, for my mom's birthday last year, I did a crossbow and a drawing and a angel wing drawing. The reason why, my mom loves The Walking Dead. Her favorite character is Daryl Dixon. So with that underneath it, I wrote one with Daryl, one with Dixon. And she wanted to be buried with them. And that made me actually happy. So, you're going to be finding zombies in the afterlife. Then, the next day was her burial. My boyfriend went with me. We did not go to school. But, as we were setting up for lunch at Kara's place, my mom's other mother, what we would call, I got one of the things that my mom had in the world for me. And I got a letter. My darling Carissa, I am writing this when you're a young teen, and you may not read this for a very long time. I had hoped to be with you for much longer and see you grow up and be there to share in your life. It isn't fair, and I can only imagine how hard on you, but I hope your family and the little money I left have helped. I've had these rings made for you to be given to you when you're older, so I can be, in some small way, with you. Show my support for you. I've told my family to give these to you for some events in your young adult life. It has both as stones. Right now you're trying to find out who you are by trying different personas, as all young people do. It is a delight to watch you find things that work. I guess in some ways I don't think we ever stop finding ourselves, and I hope we are still learning and experimenting. You've always been so imaginative, and while I often had my doubts, you proved me wrong enough that I've learned to let you run free-ish. Mostly my little moonchild. I hope you're happy and proud. Happy and proud is how I feel because I was blessed with you as my daughter. And don't feel bad if you don't wear the ring or even lose it, because I'm still with you, supporting you and proud of you. With all the love in the world, Mom. So, obviously I didn't go to school that day because there's the burial at a hard time. And then there's lunch. But I just spent the whole day with Tony, my father, and my family. I should say, my very big family. My grandmother, my two grandmothers, my two grandfathers, my father, my sister, her boyfriend, my boyfriend, my uncle, and my other mother, Kara. Yes, if you don't know, Kara is my other mother. She's my godmother, but she is my other mother, so she is my other sister. And it's been a month today. Today is June 16th. My mom passed away a month ago. And it's so hard. But I'm keeping something. It's to memorialize my mother. I'm going to be keeping that secret. No one, you guys, well, my father, my sister, and some people in my family know. I think only 2 people in my family would know. My boyfriend knows. And one and my mom's nurse Hope knows. I won't say what it is yet, but the day of the thing I'm going to do to memorialize my mother, I will have a video for it. Might not be during it, it might be after it. We'll see. That's next month. My mom would have turned 43 years old on July 16th of this year. 2 months shy. 2 months shy of her birthday. I am forever grateful for her. And if you don't know what ALS is, I will link the video I have about amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, because I'm not going to go over that again. That was a long video as it was, but I'll link it below, and I'll link a video of my mom from my mom's channel below, and I will link the ALS Association below too, so you can see my mom's lift, hugging lift, which I recorded. You'll see that with my educational video of amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, and you'll see the association. I am a proud sponsor to help them out. I have given money to them. It's for a good cause. Thank you for listening, and thank you for understanding why I've been offline for this long. And I'll try to keep you updated. I will come back. I'm coming back now. I will do a movie makeup video soon. Probably with a knife impaling me. I have a prop for that. I know most of you have done it, but why not start something off simple for my return to YouTube, and all of that. So, thank you for your time. I truly am grateful for my subscribers.